Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus here again. Now, this message goes out not just to Minnesotans, but this message goes out to people all over the world. But I'm going to use the United States of America as my guinea pig for my example. Let me tell you something. We have lived and gone through this jive long enough. There are too many people on this earth that's hurting. And the rest of us, whether we're super rich or middle class or just getting by, we are sitting up allowing this stuff to happen. And all of this is predicated on some fake belief about a God. Now, I don't know whether you believe in God or not. The evidence is that you don't, that you're playing like there's a God. But I want you to know there's no doubt in my mind there is a God. I am evidence that there's a God. This whole earth is an evidence that there's a God. And all that the earth is capable of doing for human beings and all living things is evidence that there's a God. Even your existence is evidence that there's a God. And there is nothing unique about you when it comes down to survival. Every last one of you require the same thing: food, clothing, and shelter. And the only way we can experience these things, ladies and gentlemen, between one another, is that we do things together as a family, not as an individual who's superior, who's supreme, who's a chosen people. That stuff does not work. That only works for the deceiver. That works for the anti-God. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to think hard. You have heard it said that the representative of God, when it comes down to Jesus Christ, doesn't matter. But in that book, it mattered because they put a picture in there, and that picture in there was white. And in every place in certain parts of the world, the picture is white. Now, what does that signify? You know the answer to that. Now, I am saying to you that people have said that depending upon where Jesus was supposed to have come from, that people are of a darker shade. They got melanin in their skin. Some say just black. Now, for those of you, especially black people, who say that, I want you to know it's time for you to start acting like it. We got to stop acting like this white Jesus that says that war and crime and violence is okay. That stuff is not okay. Sure, every God, until you can find somebody to stand up against it, will allow it to happen. They won't magically put their hands in it, perhaps, and stop it. But I'm not even worried about that today. What I'm saying to you is that this jive time stuff of people hurting all across the country, being beaten down, killed in war, and running from one nation to another trying to find some type of solace has got to stop. And it's got to stop because God doesn't like it. And I ask you, is there anybody on this earth that cares about God as much as I do? And caring about God means not a darn thing if you don't care about people. And I'm not just talking about your shade. I'm not just talking about your nationality and your gender. There's no difference between any people. People are people. They are all made of the same stuff, requiring for progression to be educated and to sustain sickness and health. They need health care. And the only way this stuff can be done is that each of us have a career of our own choosing. And I say our own choosing because we were made with something special in us, something that we would love to do. And if given a chance to do it, it is our greatest reward. And should I say it's cream on the top, because all of those other things will be met. And there is no limit to what we can do when we wake up. And I'm asking and demanding that you wake up out of the sleep that you're going through today. And I'm asking every black person on the face of the earth to stand up and represent Jesus as being a black person. A black person because you are the representation of Jesus. And I'm not saying this to put you white people down, but I'm saying that that picture on that cross, tear that thing off that cross and tear that stuff out of that book. And if you got to have a white Jesus, let it be you. And let your Jesus just be just as good as any other Jesus. Don't let any Jesus be better than the Jesus that you are. But you're not trying to outdo the Jesus. You're just trying to be the best Jesus you can be. And so I'm asking you, people down in Minnesota, I need you to support me. I need you to write my name on that ballot, or I need you to take up a next signatures and put my name on that ballot. And I need you to send me to Washington so I can speak to this nation. I know that the politicians are bought. I know they're sold out because they need money to do the things that they want to do, or do some of the things that they think they can do. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that God is not about money. God is about love. And love can out-champion money any day of the week. And so I'm asking you to generate the love that you say you have inside of yourselves. And let us flip the script and make a wonderful miracle happen. Let us not only change Minnesota and change the United States of America, but let us change the earth. So people everywhere, in Russia, in China, in Mexico, in Vietnam, everywhere can be happy that they are where they're at. And they have something to contribute to the beautiness of the world. And let it not be done by anybody but us. No generation to come, they fell us behind. But today we are alive. This is our responsibility. And I'm calling forth on every human being alive who got a little love in their hearts to stand up. We have seen what evil can do. We in the United States of America 2016 had evil selected and put before us and says, these are your choices. And all of us who love God, who love Jesus, went to those polls and voted for what we call the lesser of two evils. And the only thing we could get out of that deal was evil. And evil is in America, sitting on the throne. And it's choking the lifeblood out of us. But we now know. And it's time for us to wake up. This crap is not going to happen anymore because we are going to change it. And ladies and gentlemen, if some fool decides, I know there's no greater love out here in the human race than me right now. But if some fool decides they want to shut my mouth up and take me down under so I cannot have this voice that I'm giving to you, I want you to understand that everything that I am saying to you is in you as well. And you, my friends, can do the same things that I am trying to do because it is not me, it will not be you, it is the Spirit of God, it is the Spirit of love expressed for the understanding, appreciation for one another. And this is the new game that we're playing. And I challenge you everywhere on the face of the earth, let's get busy and take care of this. Thank you.